All right, everybody, the Gigmaster was wrong. I've been calling this guy right here a conch, and it's not a conch, it's technically a whelk. I got called out on it, and I was wrong. I want to clarify a couple things. And I started looking up, and there's some really interesting information between conchs and whelks. And we're going to go over it right now and show you. But first, let me show you the difference. This right here is called a whelk. And this is found more in the northern areas, in the cooler waters. And y'all might have seen this before. This is a queen conch. This is a conch right here. And this is found down in the warm waters. And we're going to talk all about that in just a second. But I want to show you right now the difference. They're both seashells, right? We just like to collect seashells off the shore and check them out and just display them and all. But anyway, technically we're going to talk about the difference between a whelk and a conch. Pretty cool information. But anyway, y'all see me pick these up and talk about the egg cases and all. But let's get into it right now. Food. What does this guy here eat? The whelk. These are the ones right here. They are meat eaters. They have a way they can actually go on top of a shell and drill into it and eat it. They can actually get into like a clam or something, eat it. And they also have ways to get into it and open it up. These are pretty aggressive animals here. But now, the conchs, they're plant eaters. Eat algae, plants, anything like that. They are not meat eaters. They're just strictly plant eaters. Reproduction. This is pretty interesting. The whelk actually can fertilize it. It's the eggs inside itself. It doesn't need the male and female conch. All of them are the same. They can actually fertilize their own eggs in there. And this is the one that makes those big, long egg casings. But they can do it themselves, where the conch has to have a male and a female conch to actually reproduce. But that's pretty interesting that this thing can, you kill all of them in the world, have that one left, it can continue getting up, which is kind of interesting. Climate, like I was saying before, you see me pick these up all the time up in this area. From here north, you know, the cooler waters, the whelks like the cooler waters, where the conchs, you'll find them down in the Caribbean, Jamaica, down Florida. You go to Florida shell shops, you'll see them things everywhere. And down Bahamas, you'll see them everywhere. But they're more of a warmer climate animal down there. Culinary use, people eat them all. Man, they go down there and you go down conch salad, conch fritters. You go down Florida. We've actually ate them in a restaurant before. Fried conch. A little chewy to me. I mean, it tastes okay, but they can be a little tough. I think they beat them and try to cut them up small and try to get them tenderized. But they are, all these are edible. People eat them all. The ones I catch here, sometimes I'll pick one up and give it. I got a friend of mine that will eat every one I find for them. They fry them, steam them, raw. They can even slice them real thin and eat them raw. But the Gigmaster's going to stick with the crabs. Y'all know I like my crabs, right? I'll stick with the crabs on that. All right, let's see. I was going to tell you one other thing. In the Turks and Caicos, every November they have a festival, a conch festival, and see who can come up with the best conch recipe. But anyway, let's talk a little bit about some of these and see which ones are conchs and which ones are whelks. Y'all ready? Let's check it out. All right, like I said before, this right here is called a knobby whelk right here. And this is local one. This is called a channel whelk, and as you see, it's smooth on the tops right here. And these are both from around here. I found both of these. You can see the difference in the two right here. Like I say, this is a queen conch down from the warm waters down Bahamas and all. I think I might have got that from Bahamas right there. This is a knobbed whelk right there. A little bigger one, but it's the same one. It kind of shows you like to find on the beach and all. You know what? Some of these, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, I'm not sure. I've been looking these up and studying them. And some of them, I'm pretty sure that's a conch, but I'm not going to guarantee none of it. I'm just going to show you a couple that I have. I actually ordered this one probably 40 years ago. I thought it was really cool online and ordered it. If y'all know what the name of that one is, put it down in the comments below, because that's one of my favorite shows. I actually got it in my little case over there because I thought it was so cool looking. Pretty cool conch. Well, I said conch. See that? Everything you want to say is a conch over here, right? And a lot of people do. And just one other thing I'm going to tell you. I started looking up whether I can actually catch whelks in my area legally with a pot. And when I started looking up, they said the regulations from the state of Virginia, who should be a pretty sophisticated place, right, says conch/whelk. So they even use the term conch when they name and stuff. So the term is synonymous with a conch and whelk are synonymous sometimes, even though it's not technically correct. But anyway, this sometime, now someone's saying when it kind of curves out, a lot of times that means that's a conch. So I'm thinking that's a conch right there, and I'm thinking this is probably a whelk. See where it's designed here. Even though they're not the kind of similar, as you say, some of these are real similar, and they're different species. Take this one, for example. This is actually called a trumpet conch. It's the largest conch. Well, God, here I go again. I'm saying conch, right? It's the largest seashell. Let's call it a seashell in the world. And I looked this one up trying to say, is it a whelk or is it a conch, right? It didn't say either one. It's another species. Even though it's a beautiful seashell, it's technically, from what I can see, is another species. So I tell you what I'm going to do. If y'all want to call any of these conchs, I'm okay with it because it's too complicated. Science makes it complicated sometimes, but they're all pretty seashells, right? We just call them all seashells. How about that? All right, y'all still may hear me call them conchs. You see me doing it right now. Just as I'm picking one up, I'm calling it a conch just because it's a big seashell, right? And a lot of people do that. They synonymously use them back and forth. But technically, if you go up to a scientist or if you go to a museum, you might as well just call it a seashell. That way you don't get called down on it. Anyway, just thought I'd share that with you. Put a couple pictures at the end of here. Some of these whelks, the eggs, I thought they were pretty cool. I got a little video I did. I'll maybe stick it at the end here and show you some of the little eggs that come, little tiny conchs that come out of those little pods that I find. Check it out at the end of this video. I'll just let it run out in this video so you can check it out. I think it's pretty cool. All right, appreciate everybody coming on. Don't forget to click like, comment below, share, and subscribe to the Gigmaster. We'll see you on the next adventure. Maybe it'll be a conch adventure. Stay tuned. Do you know what these are? Get ready to be amazed by what's inside of them. All right, here are the eggs right here. I took one of these off. I actually took a couple and tested them out and cut it open, and look at this. Hopefully my camera will zoom in. If not, I'll give some close-up pictures. That is like over, it's probably between 60 and 100 conchs in one. If you see them, they're lined all up in there. All right, everybody, I opened a few of those little pods up and put them in this dish so you get a little better view of them. Each one of those little things is a whelk, not a conch. They're whelks. All right, just thought I'd show you that real quick. It's pretty cool.